started. Good morning, everyone. We are Group 5 from tutorial number 6, guided by our tutor, Ms. Miranda Ma. My name is Sumesh Tupeli from Musugu. Along with me in this team presentation, Varsha Yadav, Shiju Shibukumar, Kirat Singh, and Satnam Singh. Today, we are presenting our research on the topic is corporate social responsibility realistic in a profit-motivated organization? A case study of Amazon to review the reality of CSR. While CSR is now widely adopted in corporate strategies, its authenticity in highly profit-oriented firms remains a key concern. Our study explores whether CSR in such firms is ethically driven or primarily strategic. CSR is generally defined as a company's voluntary commitment to social and environmental responsibilities. Amazon invests heavily in CSR through initiatives like climate pledge, affordable housing, and employee upskilling programs. Yet, it has also faced criticism over poor labor conditions, tax evasion, and carbon emissions. This contrast form the basis of our inquiry. Are these CSR efforts genuine or do they serve to improve public image and stakeholder trust? In the introduction, Amazon represents a global leader with a strong public CSR profile. However, its operational controversies raise questions about the integrity of these initiatives. This research aimed to critically assess the alignment between Amazon's stated CSR goals and its actual business practices. By doing so, we examine the broader question: is CSR truly realistic in profit motivated organizations, or is it largely symbolic? Over to Satyanam.
Problem statement: embracing ESR in military for the companies to sustain in the present competitive era, where people are highly concerned of social and ethical impact of their purchase. Many companies have started investing in CSR while the report of London ETAL claimed that over 42% of environmental claims of companies were deceptive and exaggerated, focusing up on community development, environmental sustainability, and education. Amazon established CSR practice alongside fulfilling the revenue and profit motive. However, the report said that Amazon is alleged for violating labor law and tax obligation. Therefore, the present research study is significant to assess the genuineness of CSR practice adopted by the profit motive company like Amazon. Relevance and context. The real world application of CSR remain controversial, especially in the profit driven companies like Amazon. The authenticity of CSR commitment of Amazon is challenged by the emergence of recent issues like labor right violations, carbon emission, and tax violation. Over to Shiju.
Critical literature review. The study of Meng and Imran found that company commitment towards CSR demonstrate dedication to fulfill social, economic, and environmental responsibilities. On the other hand, Newry found that there exists a correlation between CSR and the company profitability. The researchers further state that CSR is a strategic tool that enables companies to gain competitive advantages in the market. The findings from Lee indicate that the stakeholders believe about the authenticity of CSR claim of companies is mandatory for generating corporate reputation. Lee et al. Argues that although CSR bring enhanced benefit to the company, the process on the other hand adds cost, impact the financial performance. And I'm going to next slide. Most of the existing studies aim to investigate the benefits and the CSR impacts on the company performance and the company reputation. Past studies shows that CSR is a strategic tool used by companies to gain positive public reputation. Some of the common themes identified in the spectrum of CSR studies include ethical sourcing, carbon emissions, green supply chain, and the carbon emissions. The studies that access the reality of CSR practices, especially in the profit-motivated company like Amazon, constitute major gap. Hand over to Satnam.
Methodology. The data for conducting the present study was collected from the Sustainability and Annual Report of Amazon. The industry report and market research report was considered for collecting information about the prevalence and reality of CSR in the profit motive companies. In addition to this, the information about CSR practice of Amazon was collected from the sustainability and annual report of the company. The relevancy, credibility, and reliability of data was ensured by choosing official report of Amazon. Peer-reviewed journals and articles from most trusted sources. The relevance of a study was ensured by collecting data from the article published between 2012 to 2025 and the research strategy chosen was case study. Over to Kirat.
Now we are talking about result. Amazon has implemented multiple CSR practices. For example, the company investment amount 3.6 billion towards the creation of affordable homes, promoting equal access to health through AWS Health Equality and healthcare service like Amazon Care. One medical additional Amazon offered engineer program empowered small business address food insecurities and basic need. Implement climate pledge and aim for 100% renewable energy by 2025. Climate Pledge, the initiative to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2040, was found as partially effective as the report of stressed that Amazon carbon emission grew up 90% over year. Similarly, the company involved in tax evasion practices and poor labor practices questioned the authenticity of CSR claim for the company. The increased commitment of Amazon towards the CSR practices benefit the firm to boost financial performance and help to gain new customers. We are going second slide. Past study indicates that CSR encompasses company commitments towards social, economic, and environmental responsibilities. In line with the finding, Amazon made a sustainable investment towards the social, economic, and environmental initiative. The firm has launched Climate Pledge program as a part of the attainment of net zero mission and implement various other programs such as creation of affordable homes, empowerment of small business, employee welfare practices, and community development program. The finding indicates the climate pledge initiative of Amazon is partially effective as the carbon emission from the company is surging year over year. It was found that CSR commitment has benefited Amazon to gain new customers as well as to boost financial performance, which on the other hand contradicts to the research finding of LIETAL 2024. Now I pass over to Varsha.
Thank you, Kiran. From here, I'm going to carry over the slide. I'm going to explain the recommendation and suggestions. To strengthen the authenticity of CSR claims, Amazon must dedicatedly strict on social, economic, and environmental responsibilities. Amazon must strictly adhere to taxation policies and commit to country-wise reporting of tax paid. Additionally, Amazon must adhere to strict employee safety protocol for promoting safe labor practices as the carbon emission are rising substantially. Amazon must consider the expanding the use of renewable energy across the fulfillment centers. At the last, I would like to conclude this presentation by saying that substantial investment have been made by Amazon to fulfill social, economic, and environmental responsibilities. Amazon implemented the Climate Pledge initiative to achieve net zero emission, contributed towards the attainment of food security, creation of affordable homes, and more. However, the ongoing allegation against the Amazon with regards to tax evasion, poor labor practices, and rising carbon emission questions and authenticity of CSR claims of company. The company must consider the restructuring of CSR practices to strengthen and fulfill its CSR claims. Here are a few references mentioned in the last slides. I sincerely appreciate that I have had this chance to present in front of you. Thank you all for your time and attention. We hope our presentation offered meaningful and insight to Amazon CSR practices. That brings to an end. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Harsha, and thank you all. Bye.